watch you ball and keep it real, though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field, though? Hey, I make it look easy.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Yeah, 60 outlaw. 59, like the 59. Switch up, switch up. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Davis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Dwyer. It's caught by Davis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Watch the screen. Pass. He's calling. 64, we shoot.
On the draw, this is Davis. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw. Dwyer firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll try and throw for it here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Here we go.
Throwing after the interception. Dwyer. They'll set up the screen with Davis. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
16 yards. First down, Patriots.
Ready? 8 read. Through draw quarter. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Dwyer. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Down. 10-2 soft. Hey, Wahoo!
To throw on second down. Dwyer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first down carry for Davis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dwyer completes it to Davis. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 15 running. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to cut.
Operating from the gun. Hicks. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike, 58, right there. Go. Motion, check. Shift. 50. Hot seven. Mike. Let him know. Let him know. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Off play action. Hits. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's go now. 60 out. Here I come again.
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Hits. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Hicks. Over the middle, complete. It's Fox. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hicks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Ricky. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
From the gun, Dwyer. Going right side here, and that's complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dwyer. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's second down and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, a give to Davis. And down to the 36-yard line here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done.
And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dwyer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dwyer looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Ready.
59. Mike's 59.
You're out. Shoot.
On 1st down, it's Davis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Greystone, Travis.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Dwyer. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Hey, here we go.
On second down, it's Rhodes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, baby.
On first down, Hicks. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down now, it's Rhodes. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. incomplete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
General West.
They'll run with Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
64, weak.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's coming, double up. Shift.
On 3rd down, Dwyer. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL,
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
set. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All go. All day. 80 weapons. The money. 58, the money.
Off the play fake. Hicks. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14.